That's right. We are live. We are live here on X, on Facebook, and on YouTube. And what a freaking show we have today for you. It's just a special show. It's nothing crazy. I'm your host, Rob Eggers, alongside my brother from another mother. A mother. Did I say mother? A mother.
You said
Roy
mother.
Herman. Mother. My brother from another mother. Roy Herman, how we doing, brother?
Mother.
We have a big show
very
today,
good.
man.
Very good. Hey,
It's
I
just
look a little
special.
wider today, don't I?
You do look a little wider. And
Not
you look
me wider, but
No.
the shot looks wider.
Yes, you definitely look wider, and I'm happy. I know you've been having some camera issues, and Roy is in 2024, y'all. Roy is in 2024. No more laptop camera. He has a
the
nice little
80s and
laptop.
90s.
Yeah.
I'm not monologue anymore or analog.
No. Yeah, there you go. And that's a good thing because I mean, I'm liking what you have. And once I saw you had the camera on, I was like, man, we can actually see a wider shot of your shrine. Why don't you give the folks a little bit of what the shrine is to your right? Because we see the bear stuff, but there's more to your right.
Actually, there's a whole wing if you could see everything. But to my right, those are bobbleheads.
Mm-hmm.
Those are starting lineups. Those are Kenner figures and just collections of things along the years. You can see there's a McFarlane Mike Allstott right in the corner there. So McFarlane's bobbleheads, starting lineups, all sports figures I've collected over the years. And I have a pretty extensive baseball card collection as well. And then I have autographs that are behind the Bears flag. This is probably the last show I'll have the flag up since the Bears draft just occurred. And then I'll bring out some more of my sports memorabilia. And, I could take the camera and just do a zoom around the area at some point, too, if you want to see it. Yeah, this is my Sports Hall of Fame wing and my studio.
I love it. And, we're not going to be on too long today. This isn't technically an official episode. The reason why we're doing this, Roy, is because we got partial shipments in today, and we promised everybody we're going to do an unboxing. This is part 1 of 2 because, unfortunately, Roy only got partial. But we're going to start out with Roy. I did have to cheat a little bit.
It's the post office fault, and I'm going to throw them under the bus.
Yeah, it is Bolingbrook, Illinois. Shout out to the post office over there. Just do a little bit better. All right, just a little bit better because I've been having issues when I lived in Bolingbrook too. So just a little bit better if you guys don't mind. But we had a lot going on. It's our sponsor, Dubby. That's the whole purpose of this. We're not going to throw everything in your face. We always want to do for our sponsors because they want us to, and it makes sense, right, guys? You're sponsored by someone. You need to showcase why you're sponsored from them and why we are legitimately doing today's show because this damn thing is so cool. I had to cheat, guys. I couldn't unbox this because I had to put water in it. As you can see, it's nice and cold and ready to go. So,
and you wanted to wash it out, of course.
Yeah. Oh man, it smelled like warehouse. It smelled like warehouse. So I'm going to do this before I don't want to spill anything, but it's pretty neat how the new shakers are. All right. So there's the plastic part of the shaker. And then, this is your starter pack, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't, just your, what you can get. They have all those anime stuff, jugs as well. And they had that new jug that's out as we speak. I think it's the Swordfish jug. And we'll show you guys that a little bit later. But we are going to go ahead and do some unboxing. And Roy, why don't you go ahead and take it away? You got something that's really freaking cool. You got the t-shirt today. And I'll let you go first. So let's go ahead and unbox yours.
So recycle me again. I want to do some good for the planet. So here is the package. I'm about to open it.
Let's go.
So
we need some music for this, don't we?
My hoodie and my tub probably won't be here until tomorrow. But this, do the Hulk Hogan, is my
got that nice little soothing music going. Oh, look at that.
It's my Dubby t-shirt.
Look at that, buddy. Look at that. Very
So
nice.
it shows up really nice on my new camera. Want me to put it on?
Yeah, you should go ahead and put that on, Roy.
Ah,
And while you're putting it on, I'm gonna go to
Give it-
solo while you're
give
doing
me a
that.
second.
I got a solo for you. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, and if you're looking for a new energy drink, no jitters, no dyes, no fillers, 150 milligrams of caffeine. I'm telling you right now, you need to go to w.gg, check it out. 10% off with HJC Media Group. All right. And that's not all we're going to be talking about today. We're just going to go through the unboxing. I'm going to try one of my brands. And I tell you what, while he's doing that, and Roy, you let me know when you're ready. Let's just go ahead and see what we got going on here. Oh, you guys want to see something cool on the green screen? Watch this. It's pretty neat. So it's green, right? This is a green package. Pretty neat. Pretty trippy, isn't it?
Woo!
Whoa. Pretty trippy, isn't it?
Whoa, man.
Pretty trippy.
I thought that was real, dude.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go ahead and check out the flavors that I got here real quick. So these are the hydration packs. Okay. And the green screen is going to kind of screw me up. But I do have some testimonies. A friend of mine that bought in Ohio, he actually has this starter pack as well. And he loves the hydration. And I do have Fireberry Splash, which is this one. And I do have the Watermelonada, this one. So I think for the hydration part, I'm not going to try that. I need some energy. So I think what I'm going to do, it's going to be up to you guys. Should I try the Galaxy Grenade? Should I try the Dragonade? Or should I try the Beach and Peach? I'll do either one. Whichever one you guys think. We want to say hi to everybody that's on Facebook, on X, and on YouTube joining us. I hope everyone's having a great last April, because tomorrow it's gonna be May. Ain't that right, Roy? All right, let's get back to Roy. Go ahead, Roy. Go ahead, stand and see what that looks like. Take a look. I like it. I like it. Very nice. Make sure if you guys want the t-shirt, that's one of the t-shirts you can get. And then, Roy, you have a hoodie coming in. So we'll be showing that off for the next show. Well, let me ask you a question. Roy. I'm not going to do the hydrations. I'm going to do this tomorrow for the hydration part. But I want to start out with an energy. I'm going to pop that in right now.
Yeah, get some energy going, dude. I want to see you get all.
Do you think I should do the... Well, let's check out what our buddy said here.
All right.
He had a good testimonial, and let's hear what our buddy Mel had to say from Ohio.
Hey, how's it going here? Mel from Ohio. And I've already tried the Pineberry Splash Hydro and the Dragonade regular energy blend here. And I do got to say, I do like this W way better than Liquid IV. Has a lot more flavor to it. And the energy is definitely jitterless blend.
All right. So thank you to Mel. Shout out to Mel from OHIO in Ohio. Good friend of mine. I've known him for many years. He's in a gaming community, the Midnight Squad. So all you people that like gaming, remember, if you want, I stream on Twitch for gaming. So make sure to follow me there at House Jack Shady Media Group, HJC Media Group. I do Twitch. Yeah, I Twitch, but not jittery.
You Twitch like this? That's
yeah,
not
I
from
Twitch.
The W.
It's not from the W because it's jitterless energy. All right, you know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try the Beach and Peach. I think that's what I'm gonna go with today. So let's go ahead and. All right, let me see. Let me get some rat.
You're gonna Beach and Peach.
All right, since it's gonna be some energy, I think we need to get the energy up. Here we go. Let's get it up. Let's go. Make sure I don't spill this shit. Going in. All over my shit. Made a nice little mess, but it's all right. Nothing. Oh, it smells really good, by the way. Oh, it smells really good. And I ain't lying. Oh, God, that smells really good. Wow. Gotta clean this shit up. I spilled a little bit on my computer or my computer keyboard. That's all right. All right, I'm gonna make sure this is locked. I'm gonna shake it up. All right. All right. I think the shake music is over. All right, let's give it a taste.
Right.
This is gonna be, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Beach and Peach. Let's try it out. It's like Dave Portnoy. One bite, everyone knows the rules. One drink, everyone knows the rules. But I'm going to take a few. Hold on.
Hey,
I love peach to begin with.
You're turning green. No, I'm just kidding.
It's because of the green screen. Okay, honest opinion. This is definitely way better than I thought it was going to be. Because you know how, and I have filtered water too. So let's make that perfectly clear. I used a Brita water, popped some ice in there, to get it cold right away. And I popped it in, and it tastes great. So if you like peach, this is really good, really good. So I'm going to keep drinking this throughout the show, and I'm going to be honest on God, everybody. This is really, really good. So
let me ask you a question, because
the other 2 months.
How many? So what did you do? You put a packet in there, one of those packets?
Yes.
And how much
absolutely.
does it say water? 20 ounces, 16 ounces? What?
It's 16 ounces. I mean, this isn't a 20 ounce, so you're going to want to take about 16s because I'm putting some ice in there as well.
16 ounces of water? Okay.
Yeah. And then you just pop. I mean, it's up to you. You want ice in there? I mean, if you have your filtered water in the fridge, I mean, this is probably the
What
best
if you
way.
do this? So you just take a bottle like this, and you could pour some in here, do the shake it up like that.
No, man, you got to put it. You got to put it in the W cup, bro. I mean, it could work, but you got to put it in the W cup. Come on, got to put it in a W cup. So it's really good. That's where I'm at. I got the starter pack. So once again, the starter pack, ladies and gentlemen, comes with 2 hydrations. Comes with 3 flavors, including the beach and peach, what I just had. It comes with the Galaxy Grenade and then the good old Dragonade. So I am
those
really
all
liking
sound amazing.
And I know, and on God,
I'm going to be honest. I'm not much of a peach guy, but all those other flavors sound amazing, dude.
Yeah. So, when it comes in a cool green W bag too, so I just like doing it in the green screen. It's pretty cool. All right. Well, with that said, I mean, Roy.
All right.
You have more coming, and hey, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Dubby, thank you so much for partnering, letting us partner up with you guys. I can't wait for the journey here in the future. We got a lot of drops coming. We got giveaways coming. Dubby's going to send us some stuff for giveaways. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please, HJC Media Group, 10% off right now. More drops are coming, 20%, 25%, all that stuff. We will make sure we let you know what's dropping before anyone else does. So,
and what's popping.
And what's popping. So with that said, Roy, we got some news going on, and let's transition because it's going to be a short. This is a special show. The show is for the W special, but guess what? There's been some news going on, and you just literally had some breaking news for me before you went on the air. And why don't you go ahead and take that away?
Huge news out of CBS. So the NFL today for their Sunday morning pregame show and after and halftime, you've been used to Bill Cowher, Phil Simms, Boomer Esiason. Those guys have been around a long time, right? There's going to be some changes, though. Phil Simms is out. Boomer Esiason out completely.
Damn, that's crazy.
And the replacement will be the 38-year-old recently retired Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan said he grew up watching the show. He said he's always been a fan. The Phil Simms thing, he was at one point an on-air analyst, but once Tony Romo came in, they pushed him just to the studio. Okay, so he kind of got demoted anyway. So not too much of a surprise there. But the Boomer Esiason thing is huge because he's all over CBS radio. He does drops on Odyssey. If I'm listening to the Score in Chicago, the CBS Minute with Boomer Esiason, and for them to pull him out, and he said it was more their decision than his. So he wanted to make that very clear. Their decision, not his. and you shared a thought on it. Your thought was that they want to maybe tune in more to a more of a modern
Younger crowd.
audience.
Yeah, I mean, and it happens, right? So it seems like everybody's going through a new era, including the WWE, AEW. AEW is just trying to keep up, but we'll talk about that in a minute because we will be talking about the WWE here. They have Backlash coming up, and I do have some thoughts on that. But with that said, I mean, it does kind of link into the new era, right, Roy? Everyone's saying the PG era is over. It seems like TV's getting a little bit more gritty, a little bit more, I don't know, attitude era ish, right? So, I mean, they want a younger crowd. You got Matt Ryan, which was a great quarterback in the league. I think he's
He
going to
was
have.
okay. I'm going to be honest. He wasn't great. I'm not a huge
Well, I
fan
mean,
of him, especially
for
after
the
the
Falcons, though, I mean, you had Michael Vick, and that was pretty
28-3 and
much
he
it.
blew the Super Bowl. So I don't know. I mean, come on, Matt Ryan. They couldn't have gave us somebody a little bit better.
Right.
That's just my opinion. Matt Ryan just doesn't get me to want to tune in off of Fox NFL, right?
Right.
Give me the change channel. And Matt Ryan's not a person who's going to give me the change channel. Now, if you said Jim McMahon was coming on, dude, I'm changing channel. If you told me, I'd have to think about some other names, but Matt Ryan's not a channel changer for me. That's just me.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, and this is my opinion.
And if
I
you
am
like him, that's
somebody
cool, man.
that I like Fox. I mean, I like the Fox crew. I love Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw is hilarious. Talk about a great quarterback.
yeah,
Terry
man.
Bradshaw is one of them. Michael Strahan, former Giant, didn't like him when he was on the Giants for obvious reasons. I like him as a commentator, or not commentator, an analyst, excuse me. And then, dude, bring it on Gronk, man. Gronk is a great addition to the Fox team. I
Again,
enjoy
that's a
his segments,
channel.
and
That's a channel
it's
changer.
just fun.
Gronk.
Yeah,
One day,
Gronk is fun.
Travis Kelce, I'm sure when he's done, will be on. So,
But what about
I'm
Jason
sure
Kelce
CBS
too?
is,
Jason Kelce.
hey, why didn't they bring him on CBS? Unless he's not ready yet. Maybe he's just like, you know what? I just retired. I want some time to chill with the family. But if you bring Jason Kelce on, I would have liked that.
Right.
I mean, there's so many more people that I would have rather have heard. Boomer Esiason, again, like you said, the newer generation, he was in the 88 Super Bowl against the 49ers, and we all know what happened there. The Montana to Taylor at the end. The 49ers came back, they won the Super Bowl, and that was Boomer Esiason's one chance, and he didn't win it. So, yeah, his time is done. So that's the breaking news. Until they get us on one day.
Yeah. Yeah,
you needed to bring us on.
I'm not into the commentary, but you, my friend, you are all about the commentary. I'm more like everyone knows behind the scenes. I'm more of a host. This guy is the knowledge guy. I kind of just do all the production stuff, and I have my wrestling knowledge. I think my strength is wrestling, professional wrestling, and football. I wish I had more basketball knowledge. I just know that LeBron James is done. If anyone wants to talk a little bit about that, I don't want to. I want to shift gears a little bit about that because I was watching ESPN this morning and just watching how LeBron James was acting in that timeout that they wasted, that they could have used, and then if you saw a point of that game, I felt that he threw that game on purpose. And then moving forward into the post game interview, LeBron James was asked basically, "What is your future looking like with the Los Angeles Lakers?" He stood there like this. Well, I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not gonna answer that. Well, here's why he's not gonna answer, because he already knows the answer. He's not gonna be a Los Angeles Laker. There's rumors of him going to the Warriors. I'm just done with the NBA right now. I mean, I just can't deal with until LeBron's gone. And once again, what are we talking about, Roy? Bringing in fresh, new faces. We need new people to come in, take over, be the face of the association, the NBA that is, and carry this new generation and this new era to a better basketball life, because
it's already in really good hands with you got Luka Doncic in Dallas. He's a beast. I love him. When the Mavericks are on, that's must see TV for me. You got Nikola Jokic, the MVP with the Nuggets, the world champion from last year. Yeah, one of my favorite players. If not, he is my favorite player. If I'm going to stack rank him, I'm going to say Doncic number one, number two. I'm going to say Jokic number one, Doncic number two, and then three, Jason Tatum with the Boston Celtics. Man, I love him too. So those are my three guys. LeBron's there. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar towards the end of his career, when he was hanging around with the Lakers. I mean, he was like 43 and still playing 44. He was
Right.
cool, but you knew he was done. And that's kind of what LeBron James is right now. He's not a must-see guy. You flip him by, you go, well, okay, cool. It's LeBron. I'll just, I know he's not going to be around much longer, but he's no longer the best player in the game. Those three guys I just mentioned right there, those guys are must-see TV. I will stop when I'm doing, I'll change the channel if one of those three teams are playing just to see those guys. And so the league is in good hands, brother.
You're right. And I do want to give some shout outs right now. Stephen Ray saying, what up, broski? Glad to see your face. Good to see you, my brother. I hope everything's going well with you. Mel, he said he's trying the watermelon nade right now, the hydro. So, and he says,
Nice.
It's delicious. It's delicious. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate you. So take it from Mel. Mel knows what the frick he's talking about. So thank you, Mel, for jumping on the starter pack. So we appreciate you.
Right.
Check out Twitter X real quick. Thank you to the viewers on Twitter X so far. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please, we are going to be using Twitter X a lot more. Pound that follow button. We have so much coming up this week. I got some phone calls with a couple high-profile people to make this week to get them associated on the next one. Got the W. Yeah, I love it. So we got to make sure that we, we need your support, guys, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, sub on YouTube, follow us on X, and follow or like us on Facebook. So we're going to be taking comments and from you guys here in the future, your ideas, what you like us to do. Like I said, we're going to be doing some reaction videos. We're going to be doing a whole bunch. So stay tuned for that. And with that said, Roy, we got about 15 more minutes or so. My cat is going crazy in the background. He's missing me right now. I have to lock him out of the room.
It's live TV.
I know how that is. Hell, I might bring him on.
Anything
I mean,
can
you guys want me to bring the cat on later? You let me know. I'm not bringing him on unless someone comments.
My guy's here.
So I'll bring him on. Go ahead and bring him on. Let's see. Let's take a look. If he's right next to you, unless he's sleeping, because I know how that shit goes when you touch a cat.
He's laying down. So he's being good right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna let him be because
just let him be. Let him be.
Yeah.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, too, if you can on X, that good old repost button. Love that one. If you can do that, we would love that. So thank you guys. And we want to thank everybody again for following us and for this amazing journey. Shout out to Darian Walker for being on a few times and with the launch show. He had some great insight with you and I, Roy, from the draft. And that leads me right into what I want to say as well with the draft. For you professional wrestling fans, we're about to talk some professional wrestling because there's some shit that I just can't deal with anymore. And with the Triple H regime, you gotta just, you just gotta figure this out. You're following with the NFL, and I'm drafted out, Roy. I don't know about you, but I'm drafted out. I just can't do it anymore. So, and I was watching SmackDown, the replays, and I was watching Raw yesterday, and just these picks are just so lame, man. I mean, I know it's scripted and all that stuff, but how can you draft, pick and choose who you're going to draft when you're in a faction? Okay. So Damian Priest was drafted last week, right? Without the Judgment Day. And then the Judgment Day is drafted yesterday, which made no sense to me. And then the women division is just getting worse and worse. And come on, guys. I know you got to put the belt on because Rhea Ripley was dominating that women's division. But I don't know if anyone watched Raw yesterday, and please comment here on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook and let me know your thoughts on this, because if you are a wrestling fan, that Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax match was the most disgusting, ridiculous head smacker of a match that I've seen all year. And man, when you get spoiled going onto the AEW side with the Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson, you kind of, you have your mindset of what type of professional wrestling match you want. And granted, Liv Morgan and Nia Jax, there's no way in any way, shape, or form in their division, even close to that type of talent. But they have to do something because Liv Morgan, I don't know if she was confused yesterday, and they're going to want to put the belt on her because when Rhea Ripley comes back in a few months from her shoulder injury, they're going to want to put that strap back on her, but they're going to have to start a nice rivalry between them. And Liv Morgan's on this revenge tour, and who else you have revenge on? The person you have revenge on is Rhea Ripley, and you hurt her, right? So who else you getting revenge on? I don't like that angle. I think it's stupid. And, so they're going to have to really figure out what they're going to do with this women's division because I thought Becky Lynch was supposed to go on vacation, just like Seth Rollins was before he got hurt and had his knee surgery. So with that said, Roy, what is your intake on this new era? Do you think the draft should be either rehabilitated or they just get rid of it? Should they schedule it maybe a month from now or a month prior? Because this is just way too much draft in 1 week for me personally. When you're a wrestling fan and an NFL fan, I'm drafted out. However you want to say it.
Right. And so my thoughts on it are this. The NFL draft, what's so amazing of it is that it's live. It's live, and you don't know what's going to happen. You have an idea what's going to happen. There's been a lot of planning, but WWE, let's face it, they already have everything laid out. The cards are all laid out. So there's no, oh my God, reaction, this trade, or they just got drafted, and that was a shock. We didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you said, I'm drafted out. Now, if they want to keep the draft, I have an idea. Why don't you make it interactive with the audiences? And why don't you go through each person and have a Twitter X or Instagram or some social media and say, do you want to see, CM Punk be on Raw? Do you want to see him be on SmackDown? Put your votes in now. Let the votes tally in. Let the people speak. And the votes say 80% want him on Raw and the other percent say SmackDown. Majority rules.
Right.
Maybe you don't have to do them all like that, but do some of them. At least make the fans feel like, wow, I just literally decided what guy's going to be or girl's going to be on what show. That would make it kind of cool.
Roy, you're having a little bit of internet issues.
Otherwise, the current format, it's old. It's tired.
Mm-hmm. Rob, you're having a little bit of internet issues. Let me remove you for 1 second, get you back in. Having some buffering issues there. But with that said, I do agree with you. And where I was getting at with that is I think they're just kind of throwing it too much in people's faces. It gets boring. I know that they're trying to change it up a little bit. They brought Alundra Blaze back with Teddy Long to do a draft pick yesterday. And if anyone remembers the history between Alundra Blaze and what she did with the women's belt back in the Attitude Era when she took it onto WCW on live TV and threw it in the trash, I'm still pissed off about that. I don't know about you professional wrestling fans, but that shit was real. And for her to be in the Hall of Fame and coming back, obviously she made her amends, and that's totally fine. Everyone is allowed to have that, but I don't know, man. Sometimes shit like that pisses me off because when us, for example, Roy, we do something just a little piddly at a job or something. Oh, you're fired, and you can never be hired back again, right? But doing something like that is absolutely ridiculous because
that's it most of the time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because you can't go into someone's company. For example, you take this ball. I don't want to show the logo, but you take this ball, right? And you say, you know what? These are all the names on it. I'm just going to throw it away. And then expect all the guys that signed this for me, that saw me do that on live TV. You think they're going to forgive me for that? No, absolutely not. You just slapped them in the face. That's not something you want to do. So I don't know. This is a lot of that stuff.
They
some
might
of the people
forgive
that
you,
brought back,
Rob, but they won't
fame. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. But once again, too, I just want to let everyone know Roy is having some buffer issues at the moment, so he's going in and out. So hopefully we'll get that fixed here momentarily. But if I have to, I think I got to remove you and bring you back in. But not a big deal. We only have about 10 more minutes anyways, and we'll get all that stuff situated at one point. But to close out the show, too, I do want to talk a little bit about what's coming up this Saturday. And the WWE is traveling for their PLE. They're heading to France, and it's going to be at the LDLC Arena and the Signs Trappe, France. I can't say it. I'm not even going to try to say it, but they're in France. All right. That's going to be an 8 p.m. Eastern time start. And WWE Friday Night SmackDown will be on Friday at 7 p.m. So they're going to do SmackDown and Backlash in France. So for you guys, tune in for that. And those times they gave, by the way, are Eastern time. So with that said, no, I'm sorry. That's going to be their time. It's going to be 1 p.m. for us, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get the right times on that. So, don't pay attention to those ticket prices. I just gave you guys the wrong time. I think we're going to be watching the PLE at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. We will triple check that. And if not, we'll let good old, we'll let the guys on SmackDown tell us what time that's going to be. But it's a pretty good card. And one of the main events is going to be Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. And after WrestleMania, Roy, I'm not sure the momentum that Jey Uso has coming into this. This is kind of predictable to me. It could be a bloodline interference because you don't want to make Jey Uso look soft in this match. So that's pretty predictable. I think Damian Priest is going to keep the belt there. And then Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. I think Cody Rhodes, and I don't know if you can agree with me on this one, Roy, Cody Rhodes has been kind of a boring champion so far. And was that predictable?
Yeah, it's predictable. Definitely. I mean, he's a cool guy. Here's my cool guy, Elvis. Yes, he's making his TV debut. Look at him. He is just like a deer in headlights right there. But anyway, that was perfect.
I'm going to get mine. Go ahead.
Yeah, his charisma is lacking. You know, his charisma is lacking. He's just too vanilla. He's just too, I don't know. He's a good guy. Everybody likes him. He's a Rhodes and all that, but he's just missing that it factor, like CM Punk did in the day, Austin, The Rock, and Roman Reigns. You know, you just really hated Roman Reigns, or then you started to like him, right? And then that's when you have to make the heel to face changes. But Rhodes is lacking. I don't see him being a champion that long. That's awesome, man.
He's going to be meowing in the background. That's why.
Can I give a quick public service announcement?
Absolutely.
Service announcement. Elvis is a shelter cat. He is from Humane Haven here in Bolingbrook. I'm sorry, not Humane Haven, but Paws Chicago. Chicago. It's a non-for-profit, but he's a big backer of it. Is the Smashing Pumpkins lead singer. So he's a big backer and supporter. He donated a lot of money towards the shelter. So Elvis came from Paws Chicago, and I'd always adopt. I adopt. So they're great for your mental health, and they're great companions and friends.
Absolutely. That's awesome. And I literally just backed out of the Backlash shit.
Billy Corgan. That's the name I was looking for.
Let me get that back up here real quick. Oh, okay. So we were talking about that. Damian Priest, Jey Uso, that's predictable. Cody Rhodes, boring champion. AJ Styles deserves it, in my opinion. That could be a change. You never know. Something could happen there, but I highly doubt it. Cody Rhodes just beat Roman Reigns. You're not going to lose to AJ Styles. AJ Styles lost at WrestleMania to LA Knight.
It's too quick. Yeah.
It's too quick. You got to look at it that way. Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton and Naomi. Hey, Bayley could be losing her title immediately, guys. So Tiffany Stratton, I don't know. She's an up and comer. Others will call her Tits McGee. You know, her boobs pop out almost every single match, it seems like. And I even tell my lady that, look at this over here. She's wearing a freaking swimsuit in a wrestling event. And we obviously know that it's not PG anymore, but I know a nipple is going to pop out at one point, and it has. And then you got the Kabuki Warriors. That's Asuka and what's her name? Kairi Sane, and versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill for the women's tag team champions. Let me talk about Jade Cargill for a minute. I think they're pushing this girl a little bit too fast. She doesn't seem confident on the mic. She doesn't really have many moves as a move set. She just looks like the strongest woman in the world right now in professional wrestling, and that is something that I think the WWE needs to slow down a little bit. I hope that they don't win the tag team championship belts because it's just going to be squash match after squash match after squash. Say that 10 times fast after squash match. So I'm not really excited for that one. That could be predictable or maybe even not. Something could happen to where, in my opinion, Jade could go heel or Bianca could go heel. And then that could set up a one-on-one for them for a future event. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Let me tell you what, just where Fatu might be coming in, ladies and gentlemen. The Bloodline is only going to get bigger with Solo Sikoa kind of taking over the reins of Roman Reigns, and it's just going to set up Roman Reigns coming back as a face. This is pretty predictable with the Wise Man being completely scared of Solo. The Wise Man, Paul Heyman, has always been scared of Solo Sikoa, and he does a great job doing so. Long time storytelling there. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton are a good pair, in my opinion. I love these two. I see a win on this. I see Kevin Owens maybe getting pinned on this one. Bloodline with this win. You got the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. Sami might lose the Intercontinental Championship. One of these titles are changing hands on Saturday. And I want to say it's going to be maybe Sami might be losing. That's going to be my bold prediction. Sami Zayn loses the Intercontinental Championship on Saturday. What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts, Roy? Anything? Can you hear me?
Definitely. There's got to be a title change, and I agree with you on that. Yes. Yeah, I definitely think there's going to be a title change. Like you said, I agree wholeheartedly on that with you because you can't just keep everything status quo. Everybody's going to tune out. So,
right, absolutely, and that's why I feel, after WrestleMania, everyone's now expecting people to go on these long title reigns. I don't see that happening because when Gunther had his I hate this number, by the way, the 666 days of reign, and then you had Roman Reigns with what, over 1,100 something. Which was amazing. People can say that he barely wrestled and whatnot, but when he did wrestle, he put on a show, and it was written pretty well. I mean, in my opinion. So love him or hate him, now it's kind of funny how the WWE universe is wanting Roman Reigns back now. No one can make up their damn mind in wrestling, so that's the fun part about the writers around. Oh, they don't like this one. They're not going to like this then. So I know the writers in the back are enjoying this one. WWE Tag Team Champions, a town down under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus the Street Profits. Now, the Street Profits, in my opinion, are having a identity crisis because they did team up with Bobby Lashley, and I don't know. They were heel for a minute. Now they're face again. They're having an identity crisis. I don't think they know what's going on over there. They're always talking about Montez Ford having a solo run, and I'm still waiting for it. I think Montez Ford needs to kind of separate from the Street Profits, get out of that goofy party scene, and go on a solo run. And maybe Bobby Lashley can help him with that. And maybe he needs to turn on Angelo Dawkins. That's my opinion. Could happen. You never know. Well, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So that's your PLE for Saturday, live on Peacock. We'll double check the time, but I believe it's going to be a 1 p.m. Eastern time start on Saturday. So make sure to tune in for that. So SmackDown and Backlash in France. So that said, Roy, that's pretty much it. That's all we got going on today. I'm glad we were able to come on. I know you only got your T-shirt. I did get my, starter pack.
in
so
front,
that's good. Yeah. So shout out to Dubby, our partner. We appreciate you. And I mean this on God. If anyone wants me to rate this.
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling good, man. And I had some lunch about 2 hours ago. So, not on an empty stomach, no jitters. I feel focused.
Pumped up?
I do feel focused. And when they say that it contains coffee fruit extract, it's very important as well. So the organicness of this drink is amazing. So once again, guys, go to W, our site. That's how we're going to close out the show here. 10% off our HJC Media Group, w.gg. So Roy, any last words before we bounce out of here? Any last words before we bounce? I know Roy's having some buffering issues. It's a good time for us to
No,
bounce
brother,
out.
I'm just excited about Dubby.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Well, with that said, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
I'm
once
just
again,
excited about Dubby. I can't wait to get my package tomorrow, man. So
absolutely. And we'll be on with a guest to showcase the rest of that. And we'll make sure that everybody can see the hoodie you got coming in. And then you have some flavors coming in, some tubs. So, with that said, Roy, just want everyone to know. We'll be going live on my Facebook and the HJC Facebook. Also, the YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And we got more shows coming up, big guests coming up. So, with that said, for Roy Herman, I'm Rob Eggers, and this has been House Jack City Backstage Sports Edition, Special Edition with Dubby. We'll see you all.